Hey art friends, welcome to today's how-to. Today we'll be learning how to draw a Jinu Saja soda pop can. So first we're going to get started with the top of the can, and on the left hand side we're going to start by arching this line across towards the right, scooping that back around and through. And then now from here, closing that off behind, we're just going to continue to curve this around and across on the right. Over on both sides now, stepping up past this line, we're just going to curve this around and then down. And then we're going to line that up at the same height on the right hand side and just replicate that, bringing that line up. And let's close off the bottom. So from the left hand side, again, we're just going to curve this around and through towards the right. And then starting back on the top on the left hand side, we're going to curve this line around and then down towards the right. Now let's step up in towards the center. We're going to draw in a nice big sideways oval. On the top right hand side, let's draw in a circle. And then moving over on the left hand side, we're going to draw in another sideways oval. Let's close off the rest of the can. So starting from the corner on the top, let's curve this line around and out. We're going to do the same thing on the right, just ending that at the same height. Let's move over on the side. We're going to draw in a straight line that comes down on the left. And then we're going to do the same thing on the right, and we're just going to end this at the same height. Now from here, we're going to close this off with a curved line from left to right. On the bottom now, we're going to curve this around and through towards the right-hand side. And now let's come up and write in the word soda pop. So we're going to draw this up on a diagonal. So we're going to start on the left-hand side with our letter S, and we're going to do this in bubble writing. Let's move across towards the right, drawing in a circle for the letter O. And then moving in towards the middle, just replicating that, making it smaller. Let's draw in the letter D. So we're going to curve this around and through on the side. And then starting on the top, we're going to again curve this around and through on the right. And then on the left-hand side, again, we're just going to draw in another circle. Let's move over, draw in the letter A. So coming up on a diagonal, we're going to curve this around and through towards the right. And then from that corner, we're going to curve this back through and up on the side. In the middle, let's draw in another circle in the center of our A. Now let's come down. We're going to draw in the letter P in the middle of the O and the D. So we're going to come down, curving this around and up. And then from here on the top, again, we're just going to arch this around and back through on the side. In the middle, we're going to draw in a straight line coming down, curving this around and through. Now coming over towards the right, let's draw in another circle for that letter O. And then right in the center, we're going to draw in another circle. Let's move across, drawing in our last P. So we're going to come across, curving this around, back up. Starting on the top, we're going to curve this around and back in on the bottom. In the center, let's draw in a straight line coming up. And then on the side, we're going to curve this around and then back in. Let's frame around now. So we're going to start in the center, curving this around and then down on the right. From the side, we're going to arch this over and through. From here, we're going to curve this up towards the top of the can. And then from that corner, we're just going to stretch this all the way around and then down. On the side, from that corner again, we're going to curve this around and then through towards the right. Now coming over on the side, we're going to arch this line back, around, and then in. On the left-hand side, we're going to curve this around, following that underneath the S, bringing that in. And then following the O, we're just going to curve this across. Let's come back down, following this underneath the letter P. Again, we're going to curve this line up. Let's come underneath our letter O. And then again, one more time, just coming underneath the letter P, connecting that together. Now from here, let's close off the bangs of the hair. So we're going to come down and draw in a little dot right in the center. From this dot now, we're going to draw in the bangs on the right. So we're going to curve this up, down, and over towards the right. And then we're going to come across towards the left, replicating that, curving that up, down, and through towards the left-hand side. Now from here on the corner, we're going to follow that pattern, bringing this around and in. On the right-hand side, we're going to curve this back, around, and up. Let's step over. We're going to curve this line around, connecting that, bringing that through towards the right. And then from that point, we're going to bring this line back up and then in towards the letter P. In the center of these now, we're going to curve this line across from that point, bringing that back up. Now from here in the center on the right-hand side, we're going to curve this line over. And then on the left-hand side, we're going to arch this line across again. Let's come up. So on the right-hand side, we're going to arch this line up. From that point, we're going to bring this line down, up and over towards the letter P. Let's move down, curving this line over towards the side. And then from that point, again, we're just going to curve this line through towards our bangs. Let's close off the left-hand side now. So starting up on this line, we're going to arch this line through. We're going to, from that point, curve this line up and then in. Now stepping up, we're going to curve this line up towards the top left. And then again, from that point, we're going to bring this down, up, and over towards the side. Now from here, let's close off the shape of the face. On the left-hand side, we're going to curve this line down for the side of the head. And then for the cheek, we're just going to bring this line all the way around for the chin, bringing that over and up. Let's leave a gap. We're going to curve this line through towards our hair. And then where this open gap is, we're just going to draw in our ear by curving this line around and then through towards the bottom. On the right-hand side, let's curve this line over and then stepping down, we're going to arch this line around, back in. Let's close off the hair on both sides. So on the right, we're going to arch this line down, back in. And then from that point, we're just going to curve this in towards the ear. Let's step over. On the left, curving this line up. And then from this point, we're going to bring this out and then back in towards the top. Let's close off the left ear. We're going to curve this around from the top, bringing this back down. And then on the left-hand side, we're just going to draw in a small arch line coming down. Now let's draw in our eyes. So on the left-hand side, we're going to curve this around, connecting that back in on the top. And then we're just going to thicken it up. So from the corner, we're going to curve this around and then back down. Let's step over. On the right-hand side, we're going to line that up at the same height. And we're going to curve this line up. And we're going to bring this around, bringing that back in. And then again from the side, we're just going to again thicken that up on the top. Now on the top left-hand side of both of our eyes, we're just going to draw in a nice big circle for the highlight. And then we're going to do the same thing as we move over on our right eye. And now from here, we're just going to color in the pupils black. Now from here, let's draw in the eyebrows. On the top right, we're going to curve this line down from that point, curving that back in. Let's do the same thing on the left. We're going to curve this down, and then from that point, curving that back up and in towards the hair. Let's draw on the nose. We'll bring this line down and through. Let's draw in a corner bracket for the smile on the right-hand side. And then from here, we're just going to arch this line over and across on the left. Let's move down. We're going to draw in the name Jinu coming across now. So on the left-hand side, we're going to curve this line around, up, bringing this over, and then through, creating the letter J. Let's step over for the eye. We're going to draw in a small circle right on the top. And then now moving down again, we're going to curve this around and then closing that off on the side. Now let's draw in the letter N. We're going to arch this line up, back down. Now from that point, we're going to curve this around and then down on the right. Now on both sides, we're just going to curve this up, down, connecting this as we come over on the side. Let's draw in the letter U. We're going to draw in a letter U right on the top. And we're going to connect this from left to right. So we're going to arch this all the way around, bringing that back in. Now let's come around and we're going to box in the letters. So we're going to curve this around. Let's stretch over, curving this back through. Again on the right, arching this through. And then we're going to do that twice more. Bringing this around and then up towards the N. Let's follow this through, curving this around and back in towards the eye. Now from the side, we're just going to curve this around and in towards the eye. And then from that corner, we're going to curve this over and through. Let's draw in some details now. So on the top, we're going to curve this line down. For the neck, we're going to bring this back up on the right. From the corner here, we're going to curve this line down. We're going to do the same on the left. And then from that corner, we're just going to curve this in. And then we're going to do the same thing on the right-hand side. Let's move down. We're going to arch this line through on both sides for the shoulders. And then from that corner, we're just going to curve this line in on both sides. Now from here, we're going to arch this line up and through. Now let's draw in some hearts. So we're going to come across on the right hand side, drawing in our heart, curving that in. And then we're going to start from the center. Again, just curving that around and through towards the middle. Let's come over on the left. We're going to draw in another heart, bringing that through. And then again from the middle, curving this back around and then down on the right. Now let's come up and draw in a little star. So we're going to curve this up, back down on both sides, bringing this around and then back in. Let's start from that point, curving this down on a diagonal, back up, and then from the middle, doing the same thing on the right. Let's move in on the top. We're going to curve this around and through. And then from the side, we're going to arch this around, back in. We're going to do the same thing on the left. And then we're just going to follow this around the rest of our star, closing that off. And that is it. That's how you draw a Jinu soda pop can. You can pause the video and color it the way that I have done, or you can change your colors up if you'd like. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, and also drop a comment below suggesting any more characters that you'd love to learn to draw next. Thank you so much for joining me on today's tutorial, and I will see you all on the next one.